Good morning, buongiorno, bonjour on day 6 on the Tour de Mont Blanc, and between day 6 and 5 I managed to squeeze in a rest day in this great Italian alpine town of Courmayeur with tons of hiking stores and also high-end stores. Don't know why, but it was a great day to rest, stretch my legs, regroup, and managed to buy a few things that I needed. I went yesterday to like this small supermarket just to get some supplies, like a little picnic for today's stage, because I don't think there's much in today's stage between Courmayeur and the Refugio where I'm staying. It's gonna be a long day, 19 kilometers. I couldn't find a place in between because everything was booked. So I have the toughest, longest day ahead. I have a massive climb right off the bat. Did laundry yesterday as well, and I got a replacement for my glasses, the ones that I lost on day 3, I believe. So yes, let's get the day started. Or should I say the climb? Now let's do a little recap of the Tour de Mont Blanc, of course, on day 6. It is a 102 miles long trek, 164 kilometers or so, through some very difficult but gorgeous terrain. I mean, the views are just sublime. I'm doing it in 12 days, counterclockwise, starting in Refuge. That is the classical or the style that most people do, but still you see people going both ways. I'm doing it in 12 days with an extra day for resting, which I took yesterday. Now some people do it in 7 or 8 days, which I think is kind of extreme, just like the 700-meter climb that we have right up ahead, all the way to the top of the mountain. Actually not that one, the one on the right. Extreme, just like my handle, Summit Extreme, on my Instagram account. You can find links in the description down below with some of the pictures that I post here. You also have like the daily cost breakdowns and a ton of other links to support this channel. Let's go, man. Let's climb that mountain. Now, so far the weather has cooperated. It's just been incredible. Blue skies with only one day that we had a few clouds. Not a big deal. A little bit windy sometimes, but not that much. And the temperatures are just mild in the morning, and they get a little bit hot in the afternoon, especially down below in the valley here. But when you're up there in the mountains, it's just great. I do have my umbrella just to keep a little bit of shade from the sun when it starts to hit you hard. And the terrain, as you can see, sometimes it's rocky, sometimes it's dusty, sometimes it's just loose rocks. You get everything here. Views are incredible. I mean, I've been in some amazing hikes in the Himalayas, in the Andes. I even crossed here these mountains on the other side when I walked from London to Rome. But this one just takes the cake, man. You're so close to the mountains. You see such vastness or huge empty spaces in between them. You feel like a little tiny ant in between them. It's incredible. Even though it is crowded sometimes with other hikers going in both directions, I think the accommodations kind of keep the numbers of people in check. There's no permit system here, like in some of the parks in the US. And so far I have been staying in all the refugios. You have jeets, and you also have camping grounds, or you can stay in hotels when you're in the large villages. Now do take advantage of the shade under the canopy of the forest whenever you get a chance, because once you're up there in the ridge, you're completely exposed. Also take advantage of all the water sources. There are plenty, either in town or up here you have a few streams. I do have a filter, you don't need one, who knows. But I have the Catadine Be-Free filter, which weighs next to nothing, and it gives me that extra peace of mind. I always filter my water because you never know, you're rolling the dice. It could be perfectly fine 1,000 times, but there's just that one time when it just does a number on you. Steady climb all the way to the top. Andiamo. Well, there you have it. Slowly but surely made it all the way up here to this viewpoint. Still got a little bit more of a climb, but I'll be there in no time. Personally, I like the descents better. I have no knee issues, but to each their own. Usually you have the toughest section either at the beginning, the middle, or the end of the day. Sometimes you have a couple of climbs, sometimes you have a major one. This kind of reminds me a lot of the Spanish saying that goes, let me see if I can translate it. On the way down, all the saints are on your side. On the way up, you're on your own. Is that the same thing in life? Who knows? Whenever you come across a shelter, take your time, take a break, refill your water bottle, go to the bathroom, have a snack as I did. I had one boiled egg and I also had some of my picnic. I had a slice of cheese and some salami, is it? Chorizo? I don't know, it was just delicious. Now we're traversing here, as you can see, it's kind of flat and we're about to enter the forest once again. And physically, I'm feeling perfect. The first couple of days, I was waking up with my legs kind of sore, but that went away. If you need that little help, that little push up or down, you can use the ski lift or the cable cars are in a few key places. I'm not gonna judge you. I think I took them because I wanna show you the differences here, the different ways that you can do the trek, and it's up to you. It might be the difference between an injury and completing the Tour de Mont Blanc. "13 kilometers is 2 o'clock, or actually 2:30. Got here to this Refugio at 2 in the afternoon, and I already had lunch. This is where I wanted to stay, but I just couldn't find a spot, and this was in January, so I'm gonna have to continue on for an extra 7 kilometers to Refugio Elena, where I'm gonna be making it my home for tonight. What goes up must come down. And that is the story here in the Tour de Mont Blanc. You're constantly gaining and losing elevation. We gained about 700 or so at the beginning. I think overall in today's stage is closer to like 1200 meters. Is it high enough for you to feel any altitude sickness? I don't think so. I think the highest point is like 2500 meters, which is around 8,000 feet of elevation. If you've been to Machu Picchu, that's where you're gonna be here at the highest passes that we come across through. And came down here to this campground just to have a little bit of a snack. It's already, what is it, 4:37 in the afternoon, and I still have the last climb of the day into Refugio Elena. Incredible that I just made it on the side of the mountains in 2 days. I think the hardest part is crossing over more so than just traversing next to it. Tomorrow we have a climb going down. It's not gonna be as long as today because today we kind of like advance into tomorrow's stage. And I think it is time to make it to the albergue already because I need a shower. I'm completely covered in dust. It reminds me so much of when I did the Everest base camp. That one was so dusty, and here today it was the same story. Also, I hear at lower elevations the sun feels hotter for some reason, even though we have a cool breeze that started to pick up. Let's make it to the jeet already. We're in overtime. Well guys, there you have it. 7 hours. I don't know if you can see it, but yes, 7 hours, 2,000 meters of elevation gain, 21.67 kilometers. Made it to Refugio Elena at 5:41 in the afternoon. The sun is about to set over the mountains, and I'm just so tired today. It was a long day, and it brings me to the subject of money. Money on the Tour de Mont Blanc. How expensive is it? Well, so far, day 6, I've been averaging anywhere between 100 to 130 euros per day out here. Now, I know I'm staying in private rooms most of the time. I'm not staying in like the dorms. I'm staying in refugios. I'm not camping. You can bring that price down as much as you want. I even seen people while camping, which is not allowed, but every single day I see a couple of them doing so. Also, some people just decide to do it in as little time as possible, which is crazy to say the least. So yes, finally made it to the Refugio. Today is the last full day in Italy. Tomorrow I cross over into Switzerland, which is even more expensive than Italy or France. But I'll be there just a few days. As you can tell, it is extremely windy. The sun already went behind the mountains. There are the flags waving. And this Refugio where I'm staying today, my private room, I have my own bathroom with a shower and towels, which is just luxury out here. The food on this one, especially on the Refugios here in Italy, it's not that it's bad. It's okay. But I think I got spoiled in France, so I can't wait to head back there in the next few days. I'm at the halfway point of the trip already, day 6 of 12, and I hope that you enjoy all the tips that I gave you today, and I hope you enjoy the content on this channel. And if you do, and if you like to support it, please don't forget that I have a PayPal account. If you want to drop some trail magic, the link is in the description down below. I want to thank all the trail angels, all the subscribers, all the channel members, everybody that sends donations every now and then. Thank you so much for your support. Without it, I wouldn't be able to do all these trips that I do on a regular basis. So yes, tomorrow is gonna be short. It's only gonna be 10 kilometers. Gotta climb over the mountain in front of me, and then it's just gonna be a nice descent into the next jeet. I'm staying at a jeet, not a refugio. So I guess I'll see you guys tomorrow at 7 a.m. for breakfast.